Welcome.
Welcome. What are we looking at today, Mark?
We are looking at the Tubescreamer. However, we're not looking at just one, we're looking at three.
As you can see here, Space Cam. So we've got two Tubescreamers that you will definitely recognise. We've got the classic TS808, the also classic TS9, and the new kid on the block, which is the new Screamer, the new Tubescreamer. You'll note it obviously because it's white, it stands out, and it's got kryptonite under the screen there, which reacts when you play. No, it's not kryptonite. Do you want to tell them what it is?
I would, but I have no idea what it is. No, I do know that it is. See, Lee comes with all the information, so usually I just rely on him. But I'm pretty certain that they have developed a new little tiny tube, if I'm correct in speaking, that mimics a valve pretty much exactly. And I have a feeling that's what's inside, but I'm hoping that you're about to tell me.
I don't know either. No, I didn't. So Nutube, you would have seen, this is a technology that is currently being licensed by Korg. Korg own Vox amps, and you would have seen it in Vox's MV range, which are the tiny little lunchbox type heads. We've got them on the shop floor. They sort of 50 watt tube solid state hybrids. Anyway, they've come up with this technology, which is micro tube technology on a smaller scale than we've seen before, and they're claiming it to be even more accurate. So when they came in and showed me it, they said they held it out like that tiny little thing is electronically speaking exactly the same in the way it performs as, say, a 12AX7 preamp tube. The Vox amps have sounded really good, so interested to see where it goes. They said from day one that now they've developed that technology, you're going to see it branch out into other products, which brings us to today. This is the first one that's not a Vox product that is featuring that new tube technology. So instead of the old kind of op-amp diode clipping circuits that you see in the older Tubescreamers, they're now replacing the drive part of the circuit with this new tube, and as an extra little bonus, adding a mix control. So if you can see here, we've got the regular layout of controls. You've got drive, tone, and level, but then down here, a little kind of rotary control there. In the central position, it is set to the classic Tubescreamer sound, a happy mix of clean and drive, but then you can clean it up by blending in more of your clean signal, or you can wind it the other way and have full-on filth. So the question we're asking today is, can we hear a difference between all of these Tubescreamers? Because it's long been a topic of debate that, you know, what does a TS808 sound like compared to a TS9 and a TS10 and so on, and all the other iterations. And then B, does this tube technology actually work, and does it sound better than the predecessors?
We shall see.
We shall see. So let's go. Let's find out. So let's just keep it really simple and just scroll through with the 808 first, because that came first, and then the 9 and the new Tubescreamer.
Perfect.
So I'll just start. We've got two guitars, trusty PRS with humbuckers, and the Strat with single coils, obviously. So for starters, let's just hear the 808. So we've got the level boosted a bit on the pedals, as you can see, just driving the amp nice and hard. The amp today we're using is the Hot Rod Deluxe. This is actually the version 3, but obviously the version 4 is out now. So then TS9. Do the honors. And the new Screamer. Now I'm noticing something straight away.
I feel like I am as well. Yeah, definitely sounds different.
Let's just I'm just going to back off on the drive a little bit on all of them. And just do the same again, just out of interest.
Sorry, just stick that volume up a tad.
Can you go for the TS808 first?
Yeah.
Go for the 9. And the it's never going to get old that those lights react.
No.
I don't even know what it's doing, but it's doing something.
Yeah, it just looks amazing. From here, you can just see, that kind of flashing and moving around.
Definitely
really
sounds
cool.
different. Definitely sounds different. Let's now I've just heard that, I just was interested to see the sort of clarity at lower gain. Put the drive back to the central position. Just go between the
Roll that back a fraction.
just go between the 808 and the Nutube. So kick me on the 808. It's that classic kind of smooth. Very kind of vocal. Just sounds, I don't know if this is coming across, I hope it's coming across. They're very similar. It's definitely still a tube screamer, isn't it?
It certainly is. Yeah.
It's just got a bit more like ampiness to it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Yeah, it's got a little bit more bite, I feel. Slight more clarity.
Yeah.
But a little bit more bite. That definitely sounds warmer to me.
I don't know whether it's a warmth thing, because it just sounds like almost like, I know this term gets used a lot, but it kind of works. HD.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's your classic, that's your tube screamer there.
That's
It's the same sound,
analogy.
but it's just got a bit more kind of everything. There's a little bit more clarity, a bit more presence.
Yeah.
It's not harsh, it's still very smooth, but I don't know. One thing I would say is I hate the LEDs on tube screamers. I cannot tell if that's on or off.
No, it's so subtle. You can only really see it, as you can probably see from the cam. If I stick my head here, I'm like, yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
But from here, I don't have a clue. Which, to be fair, not many of us are kind of stood over our pedal boards, really,
No.
whilst we're playing.
No, why in this day and age? Anyway, we digress. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going out of tune, so let's jump over to the Strat.
Cool. Thank you. Right, so that is the clean signal at the moment. Shall we do the honours again of doing?
Yep, so TS808 to start with. Cool. You might have to do that one.
Yeah.
Can't reach. Okay, and the new Screamer. Yeah, definitely, same thing's happening.
Yeah.
It's the same sound, but it seems to have a little bit more gain, even though the volume control is set the same. And it's just, it's almost like the sort of a cloud has been lifted off it ever so slightly.
Yeah.
While you play, I want to check out what this does, because I think this is a really cool feature. A lot of some of the sort of newer, more boutique overdrive pedals have this clean blend. The pork loin is a good example. We both love the pork loin. You can blend in clean signal so that you still get drive, but you've got clarity as well. So let's start with the cleanest signal and see what that's like. So that went from cleanest. So on the cleanest setting, it was really just a clean boost. There was next to no gain. That, and then right the way round. That's, I think, 100% of your signals being driven there. But obviously we're still fairly low on the drive. Out of interest, I'm not really a fan of Tubescreamer pedals with the drive right up. I do think they should be used a bit more as a boost, but let's just see, because I know people will ask. Let's see what the full drive sounds like.
Switch to my.
I might give it a little bit more tone as well, just for a bit more bite.
Okay.
I wonder what that will sound like on this. It might be another example of the whole kind of HD thing that I was talking of. Keep going. Definitely.
Sounds good.
Whether it's the tube or whether it's a different circuit in here, they tell us it's coming from the tube. There is more output to this pedal and there's more presence, and it just sounds fuller. I'm really surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Well, a lot of the time, even, you know, regardless of the fact that this is new technology in YouTube, but I've never like actively gone, oh, a pedal with a tube in it instantly sounds better. I mean, they sound cool, but I've never gone, I'd prefer that over it. But in this case, if I was buying one of these, I'd swing towards that.
Which is a big deal, because these are serious pedals. You know, to say that the Tubescreamer has been improved is a big deal for guitar players.
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
Let me have another go. I just kick on the TS9 for me.
Yeah. As you can see, just for that demonstration, we had the drive on full on pretty much all of them. But yeah, there's a certain difference. I mean, there's an obvious difference between these two, which I'm sure like most people know, because these have been out for a while.
Well, let's have a listen to that, because I think there's a bigger difference now between these guys and this one than there is between those two.
Yes.
Kick on the TS808.
Okay.
and I'll play the same standard blues lick. So that was the TS8 and now the TS9, and now we'll go over to the one thing I would say is that maybe some people might not take to that added sizzle because it has got a little bit more bite, and I know the Tubescreamer is kind of like a safe bet for people wanting smooth and clear. It's still that, but it's got a little bit more edge to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess there's nothing more to say really. Obviously, we've just looked at this today, just guitar, pedal, amp. There's a whole other world of use for Tubescreamers in stacking and gain stacking, but we thought this would just be the best test to give you a feel for it in isolation. The rest is up to you. Come on down, pay us a visit, bring your guitar, bring your amp if you want to, and make your mind up for yourself. But definitely, we are impressed. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. We finished filming and I just carried on playing this for a minute, and I've just noticed something that we didn't mention in the video. And it's the way the pedal cleans up is very valvey, and I don't necessarily mean from the guitar volume. It's from the pick dynamics. So I was just sat here like this. And the way I pick the guitar. Whereas if you do it on this, it doesn't seem to have. Well, I don't feel like I'm having as much effect on the gain on this. Don't know, just a little note. That to me is something that's quite characteristic of a valve. Cheers.